And oh, another thing I want to talk about, man. I was disappointed yesterday. I was on a roller coaster. My monthly listeners going up every day. I was at 520 2 days ago, right? And had just went up to 520 the day before that. Man, the very next fucking day, man, I looked at that shit and the motherfucker went down 45 points. I'm like, what the fuck? 45 listeners just stopped. 45 niggas was like, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how your brain interpreted it when that really ain't the case. Cause I got song 3, 4 songs already that have gone over 1,000 streams, which I'm very fucking proud of. Let me see if I got it. Yeah, I got three songs that have gone over 1,000 streams. One of them real quick did it a few weeks ago, but I've never seen that. And yeah, small victories, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all got a few thousands on your shits. But the thing about mine is mine are authentic. Yep, I said it. Yep, mine are authentic. I ain't buy none of them. Natural growth. I'm proud of that shit. I know the game. When you first was able to do that shit 10, 12, 15 years ago, I did it. I bought likes and views and thought I was doing. At some point, it would look like Facebook was selling them to you. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I guess it's cool. But then I started thinking to myself, like, understanding, okay, I'm buying likes from people that don't fucking exist. Because some of them be real, but most of them be fake and bots and Russian shits and shit like that. And, you know, you can't understand the comments that they posted in, and, now you got to translate shit, but who wants fake followers? That facade of you got all these numbers, that facade of there are people out there that really like your shit. When I'm listening to your shit and it's fucking trash. How the fuck you got a million followers and your shit is trash? It's because motherfuckers buy that shit. Even some established motherfuckers be doing that shit just to have clout. I ain't with all that, man. In order to make a classic, you need to go back to the basics. Ain't no way around it. None. None. Ain't no way around it. None. Ain't no way around making a classic, but doing the things that dictate coming up with a classic. You must put in that work and do those things that seem boring, mundane. Like, you know, I don't be wanting to do these videos, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't be wanting to do this shit, man. But I know where the bread and butter is in regards to content creation, and I ain't no different. I gotta do the same thing as everybody else in regards to people knowing who I am, because I don't have that machine behind me. I need to do what needs to be done to put myself out there and make myself known, and stay employed. Um, that one time I talked about being a broski. Yeah, let me get on there. I I've been pondering on what subject matter to touch on today, besides making a beat. Um, and I wanted to touch on that song by Joyner Lucas, I think his name is. I'm not. I don't follow him. I mean, I think I might follow him on social media or something, but I don't know who he is. I just heard of him, and then he came out with this song called Broskie, which I think is one of the dopest songs to come out in the last fucking 10 years. That's my opinion. And the edited version, I'll put reference to that artist and what I'm talking about. But I think it's one of the dopest creative joints in a long time, man. Like R. Kelly closet thing that he did. I love shit like that. A little envious that, I didn't come up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. Like, damn, that's some dope shit. But the subject matter, when I heard it, when you listen to it, you try to figure out if you a Broskie. That's the first thing. Motherfuckers can hate on it or say, blah, blah. They feel some kind of way. Are you a Broskie? You know what I'm saying? But I think that subject matter broke a thin line between being a Broskie or someone who feels slighted and like, ain't getting they just due. You know what I'm saying? And I could fall into that category. I'm keeping 1,000 with you, man. I'm not, I'm in this game just like everybody else to make some noise and get a bag and be revered and remembered. So, I have some integrity in regards to the things I won't do or things that I will do. And some of that shit comes at a price. Bottom line, some of that shit comes at a price. And that could be, turning down things that normally everybody else would accept. And there's consequences for that. Yeah, you can turn it down because, you're going to have to give up this, that, and the third or whatever. But you're gonna be sitting bagless until that right opportunity comes by or you build that right table. And that's just what I'm willing to do, man. I've helped so many motherfuckers pay their mortgage. Let's just phrase it like that. I've helped so many people pay their mortgage. I like that. I like putting that in that frame. I've helped so many in the last 25 years, and the things that I've done, I've employed people and helped people make payments on their bills. Right? Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I just did it with a gig that I got coming up next month. I hired 2 comics. You know what I'm saying? And if we go there and do a great job, they're going to have me book the rest of their comics, right? I don't ask for much. I do it. I book people that I think are funny. I do it on the strength of, because if they do a good job, just like I just mentioned, I'm going to get to book the rest of their shows. You know what I'm saying? So it behooves me to have some standards and stick by those standards to get me that offer of, hey, you guys gonna kill it, you can blah, 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 blah. So times have been rough. I'm running into some issues, trying to do some things, blah, blah, financially, whatever. I got sick earlier this year, took me on, blah, blah, things happen up and down financially, and this happening, blah, 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 get family shit, da. And now I feel like I'm in a place where I need to get back, touring, not like I was before, but, back out there so that the things that I'm doing musically and otherwise will come, everything will come full circle and start to get the attention that I think my content deserves, whether it be music, stand-up, movies, etc., right? I've helped a lot of people pay their mortgage or their rent. So I put out a message yesterday, and I already knew the outcome, because don't nobody call me. And I know I'm funny. I'm not the type of comic that is on all the time. So right now, you might, nigga, you a comic, you ain't funny, nigga, you ain't. Knock, say, tell me a joke or something, nigga. Nigga, I'm off the clock. I ain't telling you shit. You gotta pay for that. I'm just not that type of comic. Literally, when I hit the stage is when I'm that person. I become that person, and you be like, damn, that's that. If people be with my headshots, I'm like, man, why you don't smile? You don't look funny. Because I'm not that guy. I'm just not that guy. I'm a writer, so when it's time to do that whole persona and character, you get the same cat, but that whole comedic joke-telling apparatus comes out, and you like, damn, that's that same nigga. That nigga funny, and that's just me. I don't feel the need to to try to make you laugh all the time to prove the fact that I do stand up or bust a rap. You a rapper? Bust a rap? No, nigga, I don't feel like rapping. No, what you auditioning me? Let me see the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. So I'm not that guy. Um, but I put out a message. I got videos and a reel and all that shit to back my shit up. So that's what I send out to get bookings and all that old shit. But you would think that I was a trash ass human being, especially to the people that I've employed and helped pay their mortgage and rent. And don't nobody call me. Don't nobody return a favor. Don't nobody, hey, bro, I got a gig. You want to do this gig with me? Or so and so is booking. Or I don't get none of that type of shit. 25 years, I ain't never. One nigga in Chicago, and he don't really do. He got $1 million business he running right now. My boy, he the only one. Let me make sure I'm getting that shit right. Yeah, change it. So change my mind. Cause right now he the only nigga that's ever really called and say, hey man, you available? Oh, I got this thing that I'm doing here. I want to hire you to headline. Blah blah blah. That type of shit. Ain't nobody, ever. Nope. I do that all the time for niggas. All the time. I just did it. You know what I'm saying? I put that shit on Facebook. Say, hey, yo, I'm looking for some work. I prefaced it at first, but I took it out and said, don't everybody rush in now, but I'm looking for some work to, get back out there, whatever. Only one motherfucker responded. And I don't think he was legit. I think he just wanted to see what I was going. He was like, let me see your reel. I was like, which? Because real usually refer to, they use it, it's been compromised, they use it talking about shit on social media, but reels are really in film talk. Your reel, your resume of work. So that I asked him, what do you mean, my film, music, or stand up? He was like, all of it. And he didn't want to see what I had, so he could probably copy what I got to use for his own shit, set up his shit the way, oh damn, this shit. Because I know my shit look good. I know it does. I know the website looks good. I know the content on it is solid. The music on it is solid. My stand-up shit is solid. Everything on it is solid. I know that. I know that for a fact. Because half the artists that do what I do don't have that. They ain't got. They rely solely on social media. Oh, hit my IG. You want to book somebody? Yeah, look at my IG. No, nigga, give me an EPK. Show me your website. Show me you invested in your fucking career. Because then I have confidence and solace to know that when I book you, you take this shit just as serious as what you show out there in the world in regards to what you do. You know what I'm saying? If you just got an IG, some social media shit that you don't have to maintain and this, that, and third, you just slap some shit on there and then go tell me to go look at your shit and I got to sift through, no punctuations and all kind of other bullshit to realize if I want to book your ass. I'm not doing all that. I don't do that. I don't do that, period. If you don't come correct with your inquiry or booking inquiry or whatever, I'm doing it. I'm hitting delete. I ain't got time. And any other booker say the same thing. Or anybody you want to listen to your demo or whatever, that shit need to come correct as soon as you give it to them. Because then you only gonna get 15, 30 seconds depending on your relationship with the person that you're trying to impress. Especially when it comes to music. You know how many demos and shit motherfuckers get? An email, hey, check out my song. And especially if they don't know you, you got 10 seconds. It used to be 30. Nigga, you got 10 seconds. 10 seconds for me to give you another 5 seconds to listen to your shit. And if that's just a rough demo, you don't know that motherfucker, it needs to be a tight demo. If you know them, they might give you a little leeway. Oh, I can, develop them and blah, 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 blah. But if they don't know you, nigga, you better come correct the first time. Because first impressions are everything. In show business, it's sometimes opportunity meet preparation. So if you come correct first time, motherfucker might not use you right now, but they know, damn, that dude, shit is tight. So the Broskie thing, It's a thin line. No, I don't. I've learned a long time ago. My path ain't your path, and your path ain't my path. I've stopped comparing my career to motherfuckers. It's hard sometimes because you get frustrated because every time I look up, it's a motherfucker I know or I don't work with on motherfucking TV or a movie or some shit. It happened to me a couple weeks ago. I was watching Run the World. I put up a pic of what it is on what is it on B? What is it? I can't remember what network it's on, but Run the World. And I only watched it because one of the chicks that's on it. It's a couple people, but one of the chicks that's on it was on what's that TV show? American something football television show with Tay Diggs that was in it, and she was on that and she was good. So to see her on this and the exact opposite character of what she played on there, you know, they was active on there, but they fucking on here. So I'm like, okay, let me check that shit out. But it's a good show, well written. I like shows like that, like Girlfriends, well written show, and this is on that. And then that show Harlem, I watched that shit too. It's pretty dope. But I'm watching this shit, and I'm looking at one of the characters. I'm like, damn, this nigga look familiar and shit. He doing it, okay, cool. And I'm still, and then the show goes off. I'm watching the credits, and I see this nigga name. I'm like, damn, that's CP. I'm on the cover of a magazine with this nigga, him and Coco from Detroit. April Fool's issue, article or issue of Black Detroit magazine. We on the, I'll put it up, you'll see, on the cover with this nigga. But on the show, he had long hair, braided and all that old shit, so I didn't recognize him. He got an afro in this picture that I'm about to show you. And I got dread, so we all look different. But it was like 4, 5 years ago. 4, 5, 6 years ago. I can't remember. But I'm like, damn. Every time I turn around, this nigga, you know what I'm saying? And not that we work together. We just did that photo shoot together. We didn't know each other until we did that photo shoot. So he's not, you know, qualified in regards to, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know him like that. But the point was, in fact, every time I turn up, somebody, you know, but there are motherfuckers that I know that pop up on shit, and this is where that thin line between being a Broskie and someone who just feel slighted, feel like people take advantage and don't remember, they forget about Dre. You know what I'm saying? They forget about Dre. I know what that song means now. They forget about the motherfucker who really, if you think about it, that motherfucker did, you know, he looked out for me and blah, blah, blah. You know, motherfuckers will disregard you if you make one mistake or mishap or slip up or whatever they deem fucked up or whatever, and disregard everything you done did for their ass. Everything. Oh, you don't talk to me no more? Yeah, man, you said, you know, my head was big. But nigga, I helped you move into your crib and get the down payment for your car. Like, I can't get no benefit of the doubt, or oh, you don't want to talk to me? One motherfucker ain't talk. I ain't heard from 2 niggas right now because I asked them, are they getting my emails about my new singles, my new releases? I ain't heard from them motherfuckers since because I know they didn't buy my album now. I assumed that they did because of the conversations we was having and, you know, checking up on each other and I was sending them demos to listen to, see how they felt about it and what it sounded like to them and all that good shit, right? And once it was figured out, I got the text messages at the, I can tell you, show you the moment where they figured out and I figured out, oh, these motherfuckers didn't buy the album. And they probably thinking, damn, I didn't buy that shit. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't heard from them since. It's been 3 weeks, almost a month. It ain't that fucking serious. Are you serious? Now we not talking now? A friend now because you afraid to say, look, man, I know I led you to believe that I was buying your shit, but now I'm busted. Ain't, you know what I'm saying? You can stream it now. The shit that I was sending, you can stream it. If that's what you was waiting for in the first fucking place, just say you was streaming it. I'm not going to pull out a gun and be like, nigga, why you ain't buy my shit, nigga? You know, that's not going to happen. So I ain't talked to them. People that I call friends and consider to be dope individuals ain't talking to me because I asked them about if they get my, because I'm doing research based on my analytics. I'm like, they was, so how come they not responding every time? So I asked them, hey, are you getting my emails letting you know about my new releases? Because that's what happens if you buy something. Or, and based on our conversation, I assumed, I didn't check to see all the sales and see if they shit was on it. I assumed that they was buying the records and getting the emails. I lost friends for asking a fucking question, for following up, doing research, so to make my situation as an artist better. Nigga, man, I don't want what you have. I don't want, because now that you're famous, what you have. I want you to remember the shoulders you stepped on to get there. And if you remember and happen to remember that I was one of them shoulders several times, to say, hey, if something pops up, just think about a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the gig on my own 2 feet in regards to you show me the way, leave the door cracked, let me on my own merit, boom. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying you got to just give me the job or just give me the opportunity. You know I'm capable. Let me just leave the door open, leave the back door open. Somehow, some way, let me grace your thoughts. Ignore that minor shit, that bullshit we get angry over because somebody posted a meme on social media, and think about who was really, when chips are down, or they were down, or you was coming up, who the fuck was there? Didn't ask for shit, was on time, called you up, hey, how you doing? Happy birthday, all that type of shit. That was me. I don't even do that shit, happy birthday shit on social media anymore. And I was one of the first motherfuckers to start doing it. Because one day I was, man, this is probably about 15, 16 years ago. I was sitting at home alone. I did a song about it, verse. It's my birthday. I'm in my drawers, reminiscing about all my life's flaws. Something scratching my balls. Don't judge me. You do it too, but you just let it linger. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And no one contacted me. No one called me and said to say happy birthday. What kind of asshole am I? Nobody, not one motherfucker called or checked up on me and say happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it can't just be me. I don't like this feeling. Ain't that some shit? Nobody give a fuck. So I went on social media and saw whose birthday, happy birthday. Started doing that shit, happy birthday, to everybody that was friends on my friends list. For that reason, I did that shit for and then it caught on. Everybody started doing that shit. And I did that shit for 10 years at least, straight. Everybody. And then when my birthday would come along, everybody said I wait till every couple days for everybody to do it. Be like 200-300 people saying happy birthday to me, right? And I go and thank each and every one of them individually. That's what I used to do. I don't do that shit no more. I don't do that shit. Because I know there's people, when they birthday, they don't do that shit. They do one group, thank you. Every now and then you see other people thank people individually. But I've only been thanked individually on, a handful of times. So I'm like, stop being so goddamn different and nice and shit. Motherfuckers don't reciprocate. A few people did, but I'm doing it to 300 motherfuckers. It's like, nah, I'm not doing it no more. Nobody care like I do. I be expecting me out of people too much. And that's the fucking problem. I expect me out of everybody that I deal with. And it's so disappointing. It is so disappointing. And that's my fault. I can't blame nobody but me. That's my fucking fault. That's my fault for having that belief that people don't do right by you. You know what I'm saying? That's just not the fucking case. just not life. That's just not reality. I wish it was. I wish it was. And then so it so when I posted that on social media, and to this date right now, there's only been one person that responded. One person. Not even the people that I just when we had the comedy club. Not one of them motherfuckers. Not one of them motherfuckers called me and said, "Hey man, I got a gig. You available?" One of them before he left the booking that weekend got my information and I probably sent him a message. Hey man, you got a date? I'm ready to do whatever. Matter of fact, let me write that shit down now that I think about it. Because he did ask. He was like, "Man, you a funny motherfucker, man. When you available?" This was a couple of years ago, but it ain't like the funny just dissipates. Let me get that brother up. Even though I had hit him up about some music that I released, he didn't respond and shit. So, let me write that shit down. Yeah, man, you can't help but to feel some kind of way when you feel like, I'm always the first one in, last one out. First one there, last one to leave. And even if I ain't got nothing to do with it, I'm helping you put the chairs up. Like, I'm that guy. But again, I expect me out of other people. And that's unfair. That's unfair, because that's unfair to me. It sets me up for failure. What's up, buddy? I'm talking to the peoples. Talking to the peoples. You like, man, I wish you heard the fuck up. Get the hell off this shit. Y'all can't see, but I'm my dog is right here. People on Twitch can see though. Oh, y'all can see his head. No, gotta switch the camera. You wanna say what's up to the peoples? You wanna say what's up? He wanna be me so bad. This dude comes right here because he wants to come right here. He wants to come right here. And what he really wants, he wants to do this. This is what you want. Because he hears me talking. He wants to be up here. He wants to be me. So watch it. So I bring the mic over here. Let's see if he'll get in. You want to say something on the mics? You don't want to say nothing? He doesn't like the camera. He doesn't like the camera, but he wants to be up here because Daddy is here all the damn time. Huh? Your Daddy's here all the times? Yeah, that's my boy. Look at it. You love him, Papa. I love him, Papa, right? Yeah. This is my buddy. This is my buddy. Right? I love him, Dad. I know. You gonna say hi to everybody? This is the GDS mascot, Prince T'Challa. Prince T'Challa. You ain't gonna say hi to peoples? Okay. You say hi to everybody? You say hi? You like, Dad, why you talking like that? You embarrassing me. This is that bullshit I be telling. Dad, just the bullshit. Calm down. Why you talking like that? I know. You ready? What time is it? You ready to go outside? You ready to go outside? You ready to go potty? Huh? So yeah, man. It's frustrating. So that's why I keep to myself. I keep to myself and try not to let this discourage me in regards to how people treat me and how I perceive the treatment of self. And proof is in the pudding. Don't nobody call. That's just what it is. You call me an asshole or whatever, this, that, and the third, but a lot of that comes from me being stern in my dealings, knowing what I want. They usually call people difficult to work with who know what they want. I'm difficult to work with, but I get shit done, don't I? I get shit done, don't I? I'm consistent. I've been doing the same shit for almost 30 years, and every time I do something, it get better and better. So if consistency and making it happen and following through and getting it done is an issue, then I'm an asshole. I'm difficult. Call me difficult. Um, yeah, but shout out to Jordan Lucas. The song is dope. But I think there is a difference, and the line can be blurred. You know, thinking that you envious or jealous of one's success when that is totally not the fucking case. I celebrate everybody, anybody, even people I don't necessarily care for when they put out flyers about their comedy show. And I've said this several thousand times because the reason why I share it, even if we don't agree or talk or whatever, is because if you are successful at that venue stays open for another week and gives me an opportunity or other comics an opportunity for a job to pay their mortgage or their rent or a bill. So it ain't about me in the greater scheme of things. It's about my fellow entertainers getting work. So that's how but again, that's me expecting me out of other people. And that's wrong. That's just, and I had to learn that shit the hard way. Somebody told me that shit. It was like, man, you keep expecting you out of other people. Stop that shit. You setting yourself up for disappointment. And they are exactly right. There ain't no lie. That's facts. But it's hard, man. We emotional beings, and I'm an artist. By every every meaning of the term, I'm a fucking true artist. You know, music, art, poetry. I'm an author, published author. I'm an artist. So I'm a deep feeler, deep thinker. I'm what do you call it? An empath. You know what I'm saying? I can feel people's emotions and have empathy and sympathy for them, and sometimes that's a fucking crutch because I expect some kind of reciprocation. Not, and expect is a strong word, but as someone who likes to say they have integrity, again, expecting me out of other people, I expect me out of other people, and that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you not set yourself up for that? Even if you're not looking for something when you're helping them, because that's the real thought. I'm not looking for anything. I'm looking for your talent, and I'm paying you for it. And so there's no, hey, I want something from you. I'm giving you something. I'm giving you this opportunity, and I'm paying you. Now, you said thank you, and you appreciated it, and that's great. Thank you for saying thank you, and you appreciated it. Now, if you truly appreciate it, and you blow the fuck up, and you appreciated them times that I can get you to work and helped you out of situations that I didn't even know I was helping you out of, because we had those. We get to a gig, we be like, man, I can't wait to get paid, because nigga, I got $2 in my name. I'm gonna have to, get a coupon for the ramen. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit be tight. I know. Life, man. So I'm not a Broskie. Let me reiterate that. Now, I'm not a Broskie. And the fact, what I do when I get envious of one of my friends is I call them up. I've done that a couple times. One of them backfired. She took that shit the wrong way, and I was. But the thing is, she didn't know that my lifelong goal was to be on Bad Boys, and then she ended up on in a scene in the last Bad Boys that came out, and she didn't know my life because we had just reconnected. And so I saw her on, I was like, what the fuck? Or she posted that she, got on, whatever. And I'm like, this bitch got motherfucker. I really thought that this is my life. I don't even. So I felt that jealousy, that envy thing start to creep up into me. No, I love her. I'm been rooting. No. So I called her up. I was like, yo, how you gonna get the movie? That's my, and I'm joking, I'm laughing at the same time, being sarcastic and snarky and shit. No, I called to wish you congratulations, because my brain was starting to try to hate on you and tell me that I should be jealous. And no, no, I am not. That's why I'm calling you. Say congratulations, good job. And man, I was gonna parachute on set. God damn it, that's how bad I want to be in that movie and that franchise. And that's what I meant by it. I'm. This is my. And I told her, I said, this is my way of handling jealousy, because my path ain't your path. Your path ain't mine, and I know that. And sometimes I have to act on those to physically to combat those thought processes because they natural. So what better way to do that by calling the person that thought is trying to creep up in my head, someone that I love, a friend. And so that's what I did. I did that to Chico Bean when he first got wilding out. Ask him about it. I called him up. It was like, man, I feel myself getting jealous, man, of your success, because I had some thoughts about, the speed of it, and how, blah 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 blah. That ain't my business. That man got his shot and ran with that shit, and was talented enough. Cause I got a opportunity like he did. It wasn't exactly the same, but it was on that scale, and I wasn't ready for it. So maybe even I'm having an epiphany right now, and maybe that even crept in a little bit. When I got my opportunity at his age that he got his for Wildin' Out, I was that age too, and I got an opportunity in Hollywood at the House of Blues and bomb. I didn't bomb in the literal sense of motherfuckers was booing me. I didn't take that opportunity to the heights that it could have, because somebody in that audience could have made me famous. Period. Because the type of party engagement was, I wasn't ready. He was ready in that short period of time. And at that time, he had more experience than I did in stand up when I got my opportunity. So I should shut my mouth now that I'm thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? He was further along than I was when I got my opportunity. I got my opportunity a motherfucking month after I started stand up. Even though I was a writer, screenwriter, establishing myself. I wasn't ready, because I just started. I was writing for a comic, but I still wasn't ready as a performer of stand up. And he was ready when he got his opportunity. And I was, if not one of the first people he called and told that he got the part, got the thing on Wildin' Out. I was like, word, brother, man. He's like, man, you got any advice? I told him, watch your circle, make sure you clean house and all that type of shit. There's motherfuckers around you that ain't gonna tell you that they jealous, but they gonna be acting on that shit, and sometimes subconsciously. So you got to make sure you clean house right the fuck now. I know you already know who's suspect. And then I called him back that same week. It could have been 24 or 48 hours later, and told him that I was creeping in my brain, jealousy, and I wanted to reiterate, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the fact that you called me to let me know and let me in on your joy of this great, because he wanted, nigga done blew, he got a fucking, I'm gonna do that one time I told Chico Bean that I was gonna make it before him. Yes, that happened. Chico used to open up for me, you know. I was, he was the MC at the show, so let me not say that. He used to open the show. He was the MC, so he technically opened up for me, but opened up for the headliner that I was performing with. Um, I don't think we did any satellite gigs together. He came to a gig of mine in North Carolina, I think. North Carolina. He came to a gig to watch me, where he was the only person in the audience. I told that story already. But yeah, man. I told that brother, I was like, yo, that shit is creeping in my head, and this is how I choose to handle it, is by calling those that my brain is trying to hate on. And so that's the way I deal with jealousy, man. Is plug this back in. Yeah, man. I'm just out here trying to provide not just for me, but for my fellow artists, and wanting a little love shown by way of, giving the brother a couple gigs. You know what I'm saying? Giving the brother, I can do the rest on my own and parlay that gig into something else, and et cetera, et cetera. But I gotta be given the opportunity first. Motherfuckers just forget about Dre, nigga. Like, I done did something. Like, I done fucked your wife or your man or some shit. Like, it's incredible the non-love that a brother get, man. It's like, it's disheartening, discouraging, to say the least. No, I can't plug it in there. It's okay to feel certain ways about. I mean, if we aren't allowed to feel certain ways, and then think about those things and try to think about it rationally and without emotion. That'd be a lot of it. We so emotional that, and then we be trying to play like we not emotional. Nigga, we artists. The definition. You know what I'm saying? We pour our emotions out in our fucking work. So to pretend like we not emotional beings is fucking hypocritical. Or being a hypocrite, period. Niggas be out here trying to be all hard and shit, knowing that they cry. And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? We fucking human. Especially when you get older, nigga. You start, I don't know what it is about age, nigga, but you start, nigga, I was watching two cats cross the street successfully yesterday. I could hear the music in my head, like, some old, Hallmark movie music and shit. Look at that. They made it. Age got you crying over dumb shit like, oh my God. The nigga just stood up out of the chair and walked across the room. It took him 3 hours, but I'm in tears. Man. But check out Joyner Lucas' song, Broskie. Check out the music video. That's the most powerful, is to watch that fucking video. That shit had you like, damn, it's a dope little movie. Dope little movie video. That music videos and movie video. That shit is dope. But I've been creating some stuff that I'm proud of. The storytelling thing. That's what I'm good at. The next one to come out streaming worldwide is in 5 days, called The Whole School Heard About It. It's a song I did based on a real thing that happened to me. Matter of fact, I'll play it right now. Called The Whole School Heard About It by Hood Rawlz. It's a true story. It's funny though. The whole school heard about it. I said, what did you do? My best friend was like, cause he told this nigga, he told that nigga, she told this nigga. I'm like, damn fam, the whole school heard about it. I said, what did you do? My best friend was like, cause he told this nigga, she told that nigga, he told this nigga. And I'm like, damn fam, we gonna have an audience. Here's what happened. I used to draw these cartoon characters. I was a master. I drew this new He-Man action figure. It was dope. So dope, the school bully wanted it. My pride was like, no. Oh shit, the class gasped. Cause we all knew he was gonna beat my ass after school. All of her drawing that I drew
my girlfriend, we was in the same class. Jessica, yeah, I knew she had my bag. My little bro was mad at me at the time, so it was a 50-50 chance. He was gonna sit eating popcorn on the side. I heard little whispers throughout the school. These motherfuckers making plans like this is a UFC fight.
How much you got?
The whole school heard about it. I said, what did you do? My best friend was like, well, cause he told this nigga, he told that nigga, she told this nigga. And I'm like, damn, fam, the whole school heard about it. I said, what did you do? My best friend was like, well, cause he told this nigga, she told that nigga, they told this nigga. And I'm like, damn, fam, the clock strikes 3, time to hit the bus. Muggs wish me best of luck. I'm like, what the fuck? I sit next to my girl, she like, look, it's been real, but I got a book. Dude go beat your ass and I can't look. Plus the new kid over there, I like his look. I told you, I'm sorry, I'll see you later if you survive the party. I'm like, this bitch a traitor. I look at my little bro, he even knew about it. He was taking bets and I wasn't even favored. He's selling tickets and it was to a bunch of 5th graders. They was gangster back then. Don't talk about them now laters. Anyway, dude get on the bus. I was scared, alone, confused. Damn, here go I stop. All of a sudden, that drawing wasn't so important. I wished I would've gave it up. It hit me so hard I started snorting. The whole school heard about it. I said, what did you do? My best friend was like, well, cause he told this nigga, he told that nigga, she told this nigga. And I'm like, damn, fam, the whole school heard about it. I said, what did you do? My best friend was like, well, cause he told this nigga, she told that nigga, they told me this nigga. And I'm like, damn, fam. Yo, some of y'all asking, well, what happened to your best friend? Well, that nigga rode a different bus. Yeah, it's a true story. That nigga hit me so fast. I ain't even see him hit me. We got to the bus stop, we got off the bus. Everybody got off the bus and made this circle, which trapped me automatically when I got off the bus. Then they opened the circle back up to let him in. Then they closed the circle again. And dude was like, why you didn't let me get the picture? I was like, cause it's mine. That nigga hit me so fast. Yeah, I remember his name. Show, dude. That was my bully's name. I had it on the song, but I took it out because it was going to be worldwide distributed, and decided just to say it on the streams. You know, people watch the streams, they'll find out the answer to. I wonder who it was. Admin Park. I remember his name. 5th grade. I remember all my bullies' names.